Are you going?
Yeah.
Oh. Hi guys. Welcome to the race car for this weekend. Hey. You probably noticed that it's not on the racetrack at the moment. That's because it's not really a race car. Big comp car's not ready. Got race Tasman this weekend, which is going to be sick. Just releasing the brand new brand, Drift League. Thought I had to make an appearance, so we're going to drive the street car. We're going to drive it out there, and then we're going to drive it home. This is a pretty big meeting, so this is probably like the second biggest meet for Tassie. Yeah, like Gary Rogers brings a heap of like fancy cars down, and we're like stoked to be part of it, running some drift demos. So got too keen, pulled the trigger on driving this thing like 2 days ago. Gave it some fresh paint. You can't really tell.
Oh, you can tell.
Some fresh paint, and that's about it. Hopefully drive it there, drive it home. We've got six demos, so I don't really know how many tires it even takes. It's just not really like it blows this thing off really, but anyway, about 220 kilowatt, simple setup. Still gonna do a pretty good skid, I reckon. Need to take a quick moment to talk about the Only Fletch sticker over here. Make sure you get your new Drift League merch. It's fucking hot. Big shout out to JT for always coming through with stickers himself. Honestly, I'm that confident, we're not even going to take tours. Thing's sick. That cold though. So we're just getting this covered off like now. So I've already thrown down the gauntlet. And when we're doing the commentary notes for this event, Ben put a comment in there saying he's never lost to Brody Mark. And that's because we've never versed each other. So she's on at the demo right now. I reckon like it's good that I've got the Drift League sticker on the side here because we're about ready to take it off.
Not keen, you know.
Face the camera, Ben. Come on.
Tell him.
We're meant to be just having a little bit of fun, a little bit of banter, and Brody's gone and aired down to single digits.
We got the 225s in the single digit region. I think you got to have the boost level has to be at least double the rear tyre pressure level. Otherwise, like put on the trailer and go home.
What are you on, bench?
I'm running demo pressures. I've got like 26 in
Demo pressures.
It's going to be on. We're going to target the Drift League. It's actually perfect. It's almost got like the red and white almost looks like a target. Anyway, I got a bit of a starting to talk a lot of shit now, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Hopefully Ben's not too much of a pussy. He lets me actually put it on him a little bit.
Oh, Benji, come on.
I have to be hitting up James for some more rap here. But I don't know if my budget allows for extra doors, you know?
Maybe we can't pick on SRs. Maybe we need to pick on someone else. Ben threw down the gauntlets. That means it's on, baby.
Yeah.
It's on.
No gauntlet.
This car's definitely slipping the clutch a bit when I give it a big clutch kick. I'll try and loosen it off a bit, but man, this is all smiles. I love to go back to a basic setup. Just have to drive the shit out of it. Yeah, boy! How are ya? Hey, come get a shirt later. I'll get you a shirt later. It was so much fun. Just goes to show with like a tyre rule here, like James's car, big powered, 1,000 horsepower thing. And we can still run with it. Working this thing hard, but man, that's fun.
So,
Boys ain't playing.
little kiss to the booty. Thanks for squeeze. He just couldn't keep up with the big girl, and all of a sudden thought he could dive in, but
I just loved it before we went out. I'm just held like, look, let's just have some fun. I haven't driven this car in ages.
yeah, just send it clean in.
Yep, straight in. She was on. I think I did a pretty good chase on him off the bat, and I knew that he was going to do the same. Just got me slightly on the switch. I'm not actually sure. It's potentially my fault. Like, I didn't quite get enough flick on it over the hump, and I kind of had to handbrake check it a bit more than I would have liked. So, probably my bad, but yeah, no stress. First session out of the way. We'll fix her up. Send it a bit harder in the next one. Like I said before, like, the clutch is very marginal in this, so maybe we might pump the tyres up a little bit, maybe to like 12 or something. And that might be like just enough to get us through. But I'm chasing, like it's definitely like, you can hear the clutch slip for a little bit. I will say, props for fixing this though, James. Hey.
Sorry. At least he comes and fixes it.
God, man. Wish we could just keep going. I'm definitely out of tyre now. I wasn't really sure this car was going to do fourth, but sort of does. Yeah, dude. It's kind of surprising, like so low powered, but still kind of pulls it if you have enough momentum behind it. Felt pretty loose, fourth, second on the way up to the hairpin, but making it work. There's not much this thing can't do, hey?
It's basically a ute, the utility drift vehicle.
Oh shit! And she's gonna drive us home too, hopefully. We meant to have our tyres changed, but it's not happening. We're just gonna do it, so we're just gonna do it ourselves. Cheers, boys.
Who's here for the win?
Back in the ute.
In the all-purpose vehicle. Alright, let's go.
They didn't really like that, eh?
He wasn't too bad. Oh no, he was good.
He was good.
He was good. He was just surprised because he didn't know who we were or why we were there.
Yeah, just suddenly he comes back and his time machine's like going hot.
Why? And he just said, "You're welcome." No,
Yeah.
that was his first line to us.
He definitely just looked at us and was like, fucking drifters.
Sally told us.
Sure. Just a toe's fine. But hey, if you just put the yellow out, these guys will be fine to keep going. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Righto. What's that?
That's the other bit of your back end.
Oh. Oh, perfect. Oh, thank you. Alright, this is not how we wanted this to go. Big girl just cut out. Not 100% sure. Maybe AFM or fuel pump potentially. I couldn't really get out of the car and diagnose. Makes sense because obviously it's a serious race meeting, see if I can get it back. But anyway, here we are getting towed in. Hopefully we can fix it by tomorrow. Fletchy's been on the job as usual. Found the culprit. Fuel pump fuse.
Second time it's happened now. It happened last time where Chongy went spud digging.
So I reckon it was a 360 I did. I reckon there's a fair chance the wiring in the tank of this thing's sharking out. So I might just quickly pull the pump out now. Maybe insulated or something. Someone mentioned bottle top before we went out and I was like, that's actually a pretty good idea for the start of this.
It looked good. It looked real good. Especially when you get on the track and everyone's trying to go into the same corner at once. And you just like peg yourself in there. Thank you.
I think the best motto with this sort of stuff, you don't have too much of a plan. You just let the boys go out and we're like, yeah, we're all good enough drivers, so you let it run. But anyway, we'll get this thing sorted now. Get back out there. I was trying to barter with the dude in the flag point. I was like, no, it's all good, just put the yellow out. Let's keep the session active, but he said, nah, it's going to be a red. And then the bloke who towed me was like, oh, do you mind if I go backwards around the track? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. And he literally took me up this four-wheel drive track in that car. Anyway, whatever. We got it back. The car survived. So it all looks pretty G.
It's a bit of a problem.
Alright, so we found pretty much nothing wrong with it, which I hate, but come on, give us the honours here.
I mean, it's just SR reliability. Just keep going and going.
You just can't go wrong.
I mean, when we can go wrong.
We can go wrong. It's alright. I looked at all the wiring. There's not a nick. There's not a nothing. It's just figure it out.
I just hope this doesn't do this again.
Bring a spare fuel pump tomorrow. We've got one sitting on there for another car that we're going to put it in. So all good. We'll be okay. Probably be back on in the morning.
Day 2, baby. Haven't really fixed it. Obviously, it must have some sort of short. We traced the wiring, pulled the pump out, couldn't find anything wrong. Hopefully, it doesn't do it again. I want to get some good tandems in for this one. I feel like my chases were like pretty meh. Struggling a little bit because it's underpowered. We don't have a defined start line. Struggling to kind of read the jump into turn 1. I can catch up through the switches through the track, but I just need to focus on like getting that just on it early and maybe even jumping the lead car a little bit when he goes to go. But everyone's going at different times as well, so it makes it a little bit hard to read. And obviously I have the least amount of power here, so it's hard for me to gauge. And as well, like if it gets pretty wound out in third, I really can't get it to like flick properly over turn 1. Anyway, it's going to work on that, try and get in some real hot, sweet little chases. She's getting pretty loose in that first lap, so we're talking about maybe having more of a plan, but I think no plan's the way to go. Let's send this. Yeah, all right.
You want to tow, come back there?
It's debeated. So I drove it back on the grass, and then I just thought we'd probably better off putting the tilt tray instead of driving it back, I reckon.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well,
prefer to do this and hold up the race meeting. I felt just as it comes through that last corner and kind of switch, I was like, oh, hang on. So I put it straight in the grass and brought it in. I just make sure obviously it didn't hurt the track. Pretty annoying. I'm not sure really what I hit. I think it could have been when I went over that like ripple strip on the inside there. Being 3 deep, kind of getting pinched off. Anyway, pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure I didn't hit the ripple strip on the outside, so don't know. But anyway, we'll get it sorted, nothing too crazy. At least that fuse didn't blow.
We're not having a good run, are we?
No, what's this stop?
Moving
out of here would be handy.
Just turn it to stop.
What is it? Just
pop the fuse or something.
Well, I'm going to call that a success. I was driving home. I ended up calling in that last session. I thought, I really can't drive it if I've got an issue with the wiring with the fuel pump. It keeps popping the fuse. If it happens, like when I'm doing one of them real big entries to the hairpin, or if I'm just leading a train or something like that, I'm just going to put this thing in the wall or just crash out, so it's not worth it. Nothing too serious. Like the wiring's pretty simple for the fuel pump, so It's weird that we couldn't find a short, but anyway, we're going to sort of win on the track. I didn't really bring any tools since we drove it here, so pretty much just is what it is. But what an awesome weekend out there. Had so much fun just driving. Obviously the car's massively underpowered and there's nothing like my real car, but nonetheless, drifting's just drifting, and it's just fun just like absolutely sending something. I've definitely taken a lot of risk, especially in that last session, so like maybe in some ways it was good to call it before it ended up in the wall. But yeah, that car's so much fun. Maybe we need to go back to basics of drifting. Maybe, I guess I say that and I have like one of the more big dick cars, so like it's kind of contradictory, but it's definitely a really cool vibe that you can get a car like this with such little power, beat on it, and drive it home again. Drive it there, drive it home. Definitely very cool. And the car is very competitive under the tyre regs as well. So anyway, peacing out. We'll get my car ready now for high tech for this year. I've got a heap of new upgrades and stuff going on, so I'm pretty stoked to get behind that thing. Hopefully test it in the next couple of weeks. I am massively sunburnt. Anyway, cheers guys.